Alright, so let's do this. We are going to see what the tarot has to say to these 7 people. The White House says they are not cooperating with anything. Well, of course you're not. No one expected you to, really. But the tarot has something to say about the whole situation. So we're going to do a warning, reading. There is something to warn you about. A word of warning and a word of solace. Now we're going to do a whole reading for all 7 of you. So this is going to be a long video. Right. One word at the top. 2 of Cups. So, word of warning. Donald Trump. We'll start with you. El Presidente. Hierophant. Crossing it, 2 of Swords. So, I think this is both your morals and the government. You do have to join the 2. And the word of warning for you, cooperate. If you do not, this gets worse. But here with the Hierophant, I don't see you actually cooperating because you're still at the crossroads. And at the bottom is the Hermit. Psychologically speaking, you're about to drive yourself mental. Because you're going to go into your own head. I always say that the greatest enemy to mankind is their brain. You're with it 24/7 and it can torture you. Yours is about to. Especially a Gemini brain. 2 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. This balancing act in your support system. What's happening right now is you are leaning way too hard on human beings instead of your own moral compass, which you actually don't have one, but that's just me being insulting. But there's a part of you that knows right and wrong, you just don't acknowledge it. Because the wrong part of you has sort of overcome you. But your main problem right now is that the people that you're relying on, your Queen of Cups, your support system, your nurturers, your Barrs and your this kind of thing, they are human. Human beings will always let you down. They have no choice, they're human. They're living a human experience here. They will at some point let you down. Nobody ever goes through life without disappointing you at least once. And so, in particular instance, you cannot afford that. Because everything hangs in the balance. 6 of Wands, the celebration, the celebrated person. So you think, march in the streets. You guys got to make it happen. The Tower. Something's coming to an end. And what it is your relationships. Your relationships are coming to an end. These people cannot hold you forever. They're trying, though. There is a new person coming out right now that you should be worried about. Okay, actually it's 2. It is 2. There is one on both sides. There is yet another person, because there's a person in the defense agency who got arrested for sharing information with reporters, but there's one other whistleblower, and then there's one on your side that is going to defect. King of Wands. This feels like a woman, but it could just be a person ruled by emotions, so maybe a water sign man, but there's a woman on one, at least one of the sides. Again, like, I understand. I do. I get it. Your word of warning. This is not a reading about the future. This is your warning. The people you are relying upon cannot hold you forever. They just can't. They're going to drop you. You're a Solace. Good news. So there are plans that they're not the strongest of plans, but at this point, plans is just what you need, period. There is sometimes there's no solace. There's anxiety around those plans. Like I said, they're not the strongest in the world. Six of Pentacles. This is about information. The information being shared, the information being offered by other people, especially the ones in your circle, are just, it's devastating to you. Nine of Pentacles. There is some security in those who stand to go down with you. Not Mike Pence, though. But you do have a tight-knit circle that is paid for. So these people have, you've greased the palms, and so those people will stand by you. The High Priestess. But if they don't stop talking, all your secrets are going to come out, sharing information. Three of Wands. So the plans are starting to materialize a little bit, and the stonewalling does help because it sort of slows the process down a little bit so you can catch up. Four of Cups. So there is some completion of partnerships here. This is usually a card for just offers being made, but like you're bringing another person into the fold. So we're going to hear about two more names, not just Pompeo, Giuliani. There's going to be two more people brought into the fold here. Seven of Pentacles. You've been waiting on some information. I don't know what kind. I don't know against who, but this is probably why you're in such trouble in the first place, even though this is your Solace reading. And then the Chariot. So you win something, but it's going to take a lot of work, and it could fall apart at the end. But for right now, you've got at least one connection that could bring about a victory, at least a small one. So there's Donald Trump. William Barr. William Barr. Solace and warning. Alright, there's your Solace. And word from above. A 2 of cups for you too. How interesting. How very interesting. Stay. Whatever. Warning. King of Wands. There's a guy after the both of you. You and Trump both got the King of Wands. It's a person who is... This is not Schiff. This is probably somebody we don't know yet. Here's why I always sort of pause before I say, oh, this is my such and such card. Or every time you pull a person, oh, that's such and such. There are so many people that come out every week. We don't know this person yet. We may never know that person because it could be someone just behind the scenes. But they're very tough. They are not typical Democrat. They're probably not even Democrat. They might even be Republican because they're a little ruthless. The salamander is something forged in fire. So this is a person who could raise a village. You know, it's like he could burn it to the ground type of thing. He's coming after the both of you, and I don't know who that is, but there he is. There's your warning. 9 of Pentacles for you too. Death. Ace of Swords. 8 of Wands reversed. We'll just put that way. There's a major transformation happening, and he brings it. This, okay. It feels very... It sounds weird, but it feels... I had this yesterday, too. I did an off-camera reading, and it feels kind of djinnish to me, like Jinn, Jinn, which is like a genie, but it's a little different because they can be sort of like tricksters. Like you could, have some sort of chronic pain or something, and you go to the Jinn says, oh, I'll grant you a wish. And you say, I don't want to feel any more pain ever again, and then you die. It's that kind of thing. Instead of just taking your pain away, they give you your wish, but with the caveats, or a little asterisk, or you should have been specific type of thing. And so it feels like the devil's coming for his due. Which is why I see the salamander. I never really noticed things in pictures until it makes sense to me. It's a creature in mysticism. It's born in fire. And so it just feels like somebody's coming to get you. They're coming to get you. There's the communications. Interesting that it's in space, sort of out of this world type of thing, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense what they have to say. Barr and them. But this guy is coming for his due. Like you can't pee on his leg and tell him it's raining. Mind you, there's, in this picture, instead of Venus or Mars, it's Jupiter. Venus is the second planet from the sun, Mars being the fourth, we're being the third, so we should be in between. Jupiter is not near us like that. And so it doesn't make sense. This communication back and forth that they are putting out doesn't make sense, and this guy is going to slice through that. I don't know who he is, like I said, but he's coming for you. There's the Hermit. He's going to isolate the both of you. You get the Hermit too. I don't know who he is, but he isolates Trump, no, I think he isolates you first and then Trump. But I don't think it matters. But I've always said, in order to defeat your enemies, you must undermine their allies. So he could come for you first. But I don't think he's really an enemy of either one of you. He's just tired of your crap. So he brings the truth. So this is your warning that there is someone who's coming for you. Page of Wands, newses and messages. Yes, I said newses. Queen of Swords, there's the law. Three of Swords, there's heartbreak. And the celebrated person. So it's all going to be about you. You're going to be in the headlines harder than you ever thought in your life. You're going to take your support with you. It's funny how his Two of Cups had the Five of Swords underneath it. Yours has the burden. So his has the getting away with anything at all costs, and then yours has the burden because you get all the work. He gets all the glory. Your Solace, though. Four of Swords. There is going to be a bit of sitting out, singling out type of thing. Anxiety with the Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands. So you are going to be able to take a break from something, but again, what crosses yours is what crosses his. The Nine of Swords. Somebody is coming to get you. I can't shake that. And then I just seen this on the bottom. Like, somebody's coming to get you. That's very... There's Ace of Wands, so we have a new action here. It does involve the White House. It moves very quickly. And then there is some partnerships and some quid pro quos. So you guys are still making money on something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but this is your Solace, as I said. So it's not going to be bad news. The Hierophant, though. Your activities will be highlighted. See, even when I'm trying to do positive readings for you, something is going to happen that you don't like. You will be judged. Because, like I said, there will be light shined upon thy morals. And somebody comes to get you. You've messed up here. Now, there are still some things standing. Like, you still have a job. I don't see you, like, getting fired right away and all that. So, like, there's something there for you, but you're losing your grip, and you're going to take it hard. Because you thought, I'm the DOJ, I got this. No. There's somebody out there who's got you, like they got your number. Big time. Penitentiary. Michael Penitentiary. I should have used the Witch's Tarot for you, but too late now. So, warning and solace. Warning and solace. Solace, here's your warning. Spirit tells me which one is which, just in case you wanted to know. Warning. And solace. A word from above. Six of Wands. Celebrated person. So, solace. Strength. Three of Cups. There will be a time of celebration for you coming up very soon. It will be about you being a more being in a more established role, I'm not saying he's going to be president. I'm saying that in a more established role, somewhere, some way, somehow, there is a cause for celebration. And there is the judgment. This is after a decision is made. The Nine of Wands, it is a road that will be very hard fought. Like, this is not some overnight Knight of Wands, but it's a new opportunity for you. New job, new house, new money with my Knight of Wands, so something is new for you. Queen of Cups. You wear a different hat here. I'm not sure what kind of job this is. But you're wearing a different hat. It has something, I'm sure this means something if I had the time to go through it, but I keep getting in the vision of a hospital when I see that. Now, mind you, my cup cards, the King of Cups would be doctors and nurses and things like that. The Queen of Cups is also a doctor and nurse card for me, too. So, that's why I keep getting flashes of hospitals. But, I don't know. I don't know who that would be or even why that would be, but Six of Cups. Something in the past. Now there's a child or childlike energy here. I don't know if you've always wanted to be in this in particular role, like as a child, but it's going to happen. The Chariot, like I said, this is going to be hard fought, a long battle. But remember what you get at the bottom. We're talking Six of Wands here, so celebrated person. Ace of Discs, so the Ace of Pentacles. So we got that money offer coming to you. And then the Two of Cups. Now you get it, it's just in your reading. Everybody gets the Two of Cups, I guess. So you have a joint effort and a... like, I understand what the cards are saying, but I'm trying not to assume. So we're going to leave it at that. Your warning, though, Mr. Pants, for Disc. Four of Pentacles is that card of resisting to change, clinging so tightly to something that is failing anyway. Five of Swords, trying to win at all costs, dishonor, sort of a rogue mentality. Nine of Cups. Now we're dealing with some delusion. Ace of Swords, cutting through that delusion. Interesting. Nine of Disc. Now that's interesting. You get that too. Everybody gets the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Nine of Pentacles is that security card. Knight of Disc is a commission for something. So there's a money thing that someone may have paid you for that if you can't keep it hidden, it could take you down. Yeah, like I just said, if you can't keep it hidden, it could take you down. The Moon card's about that mystery. You are going to be at the center of attention. The Magician, the Ultimate Liar, Queen of Swords, and Ten of Swords. So there's going to be a loss for you anyway. Celebrated person. It's going to be a major loss for you too. Not even a little one, but a major one. Alright. Pompeo. Yeah, I'll stay in there. Pompeo. Oh. Warning. Solace. A word from above. The Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Solace. The Moon. Intentions are not clear, and that actually is working in your favor. The Fool. You are able to get away with something at the moment. Like there is a trick happening, like right in front of people's eyes, that like you're fooling people and it's working on something. I'm not sure what it is. Seven of Swords. You're getting away with something. Instead of walking away with whatever it is you just stole. Six of Pentacles, or is that Six of Wands? So celebrated person comes for you. Judgment. Interesting. Ace of Swords, cutting through the BS there. Clarity. Six of Pentacles. Sharing. Three of Wands, plans off the ground. Seven of Wands, defending yourself and your actions. And the Six of Cups, sort of a return to innocence. So going back to the drawing board. In your Solace right now, you are, I don't know what it is, but you're pulling a trick. You're pulling the veil over our eyes, or something about whatever it is you're doing. We can't see past it. Like we see something that's blatant. We see whatever it is you want us to see, but it's kind of like I see the gun in my face but not the hand in my pocket. So you got something else going on because you're distracting us with something bigger. I'll stick to that. Your warning. Five of Cups. So there is a bit of disappointment coming your way. The King of Wands. I'm not sure who he is. He's not the same person for those other ones. The Chariot. King of Swords. Ace of Cups. And Seven of Pentacles. Your fight for Donald Trump is futile. This is Donald Trump here. This is the chore and the energy that you're putting into it. The Ace of Cups is you in your sort of emotional investment into him. There is all the effort that you're putting in, but remember where we started. There is a disappointment there, and there will be a turning with the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pentacles, he is paying you though. Queen of Wands, that is Nancy Pelosi. There's an investigation. Also, the Knight of Swords. Someone is going to hold you either in contempt, but they're sort of like rushing ahead with something. They're not giving you second chances on something. And King of Cups. There is also a man around you who was on your side, but he's caving under the pressure. And I don't think he's going to necessarily betray you. What he's going to do is say something that turns the tide. Because all of you have loose lips, and loose lips sink ships. So, good luck with that. Okay, I'll do Giuliani and I'll stop there. this is 30 minutes already. Giuliani. Warning. Solace. Word from above, Page of Wands. Messages. Let's start with the warning. Justice. Courts are coming for you. Ace of Wands, new actions, so we're talking new subpoenas. Or probably just new legal actions of some sort. There is the fighting, so you better lawyer up now. There's the moon. They are uncovering your secrets. Those two guys that got arrested didn't help you. Yep, anxiety it is. Anxiety with the side of illumination. Everything about what you're doing and have done will come out. Queen of Coins. Again, there's a woman here that just devastates you for some reason. I don't know why. Five of Swords, trying to win at all costs. That dishonor, that's what you get caught up in. Sticky situation, as someone pointed out, with the Two of Pentacles, trying to juggle. You're not very good at that. And the Three of Cups. There's an alliance of three women. I don't know who, or an alliance of three people. So Schiff, Nancy, and Natler, I don't know who, but there's three people. Every time I do a reading on you, I get the same thing. They got you. You in particular. Trump and all them other ones, maybe not, but they got you. That doesn't mean anything's going to happen to him, mind you, because like I said, the Democrats are not really good on the whole pushback thing, but we'll see. Solace. Six of Swords. You will be able to transition. So maybe there's no jail for you. Knight of Coins. Oh, you're getting away. Or you're getting away with something that you were paid to do. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is work. So I think this might tie into Pompeo. There's messages here. Pompeo and them might be working on something behind the scenes that none of us can see. Ace of Swords, victory. Seven of Swords, getting away with something, sneaking out the back door. Queen of Swords, there is no one there to stop you though. Queen of Wands, there's an investigator, but the Hangman, somebody, they're looking at the wrong thing. I don't know what they should be looking at, though. Page of Swords, the inside man. There's also some delayed news, so stonewalling for you, too. And Eight of Cups. You are going to have to abandon this plan, though. Even though this is supposed to be your solace, there is something you're going to have to walk away from. And it may just be your allegiance. I don't know, but we shall see how all this unfolds. Goodness.